Hi, Gus.
Hi.
This a lot of people in Twitter were already interested about what you did when they saw the smart classroom. So, what do you see the potential for digital education in
I
this?
think if you don't address digital education, you're going to create what we call a digital divide. And literally, this is a divide of generations. On one hand, you have children born after 2000. They're considered digital natives. That is, all these technologies, touch interfaces, apps, it's like their native lingo. So when parents are now dependent on their children to teach them about emailing, apps, Android devices, there is like a situation where the children can control the technology used. But it should not be that way. Teachers, for example, should know the technology so they can integrate it in their instruction and guide children to the proper use. Otherwise, you'll have things like children just playing video games on their devices or playing Angry Birds and not reading or not even writing. So I find that there's a really urgent need for teachers and parents to catch up, to understand the native language of children.
So, this digital education will start with the public school.
Right now, this is the Philippine Normal University, which is the Center for Teaching Excellence. We're starting with teachers. Now, it's like in order to be able to integrate the use of technology in schooling or the teaching and learning, teachers have to become masters to feel comfortable with the technology. Right now, they're not. So the reason why you have all this, right now we have these Acer devices featuring Windows 8. This is the authoring side. In other words, student teachers are going to create courses here, either online or to deploy as apps to those mobile devices over there. So basically, you create a lab where they can experiment to see whether they can teach biology or math in a very interesting manner for children using the technologies that they like, and then deploy it to those devices and actually use it on children.
So, you already have some books ready for them to use in the mobile
lab. We have pre-made content. This is the content. This is the new digital textbooks that Vibal has engineered. These textbooks are chatty. They're not facsimiles of the printed page, because like when a physical book migrates to its electronic form, children are demanding that they can talk to it. So this is part of the digital native psychology. They need to interact. So they need to not only learn by reading, as in the old school, you give a textbook, just printed words, you look at the words, you parse the meaning, so you learn by reading. In the new world, you have to also learn by experiencing. So you have to have immersive experiences. Like you have to, if you talk about Mayon volcano, it's not enough to show a picture. They probably want to do an aerial flyover or a Google map of it that they could manipulate with an up, down, sideways arrow. Or if you give them say, let's learn about this song, they would demand that there be a song embedded there that they can touch and play, or pause, or repeat. And obviously, at the end of a learning activity, they would also want to know whether they scored or they got the concepts right. So there has to be a quiz.
It's coordinated with the teacher on the other end, right?
Yeah, so now this center is about innovating, which means, okay, this is the way I used to teach traditionally. Now I'm going to make it more fun for a younger generation, a digital native. I'll deploy it on their device.
Yes.
Normally that's their choice. And see if it works.
How many books have there been already?
Right now, Vibal has digitized maybe about 2,000 books, but of course not all of those are textbooks.
The interactive ones.
The interactive ones are about 120 of them.
And they're basic education?
Yes, all K to 12. So it's in music, arts, PE, religion, language arts.
Anyway, thanks so much for that short interview on your advocacy for digital education. So, in parting, what can you encourage the teachers to promote for their programs for
the best thing to do is for teachers and parents to embrace technology. They can't pretend that they don't need to know it, because technology is like a tool. Any tool is like, imagine if you would have a car and then you tell your children, you operate it, and later you explain it to me. It's not that way. You learn how to operate the car, and then you teach your children the proper use of it. So basically that's the same way with technology. That's how I look at it.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.